Hello, in this video I'm gonna try to show you and explain how my modifications work for this game Castle Story. And let's see, the first one is a small modified map which has infinite bombers for each player. So let's see, here we can choose the conquest modification, which I'm gonna show later how it looks. And there is many different difficulties, which are, some of them are not even possible for one player. Let's start with easy, just to show how it works, and skip ahead the loading. We have loaded into the map and click ready and see what I have. So we have new units to control, but first we would like to move our crystal wherever we want on the map, and also place down enemy crystals. So on the map we can see like shining lanterns. They define where the shards will be placed. And also in the middle we have an infinite bomber. You also have a sword and aggro and stuff. And additional health, he's like triple HP of the worker. Also this worker have triple HP to end speed, one of the others. So first we want to define the place for our base. So we do that with our Minitron, for example like here. And I also want to define the gathering spot for my Bricktrons. It's better to do this away from the bricks, because these little guys will be working and they're getting stuck in the bricks for some reason. So I'm gonna put them here. So little guy, this one defines our crystal and this one defines our gathering spot. Let's see, what do we do next? We're gonna put down the enemy base. Let's see, I wanna put them down somewhere here. So there are two enemy crystals that will be spawned. One is on whatever you choose, is where you destroy one of those little lanterns. That will be enemy base. And the second crystal will be the closest one. If it's not too close, it's gonna be the second enemy base. But if I put it too close, it's gonna be removed and there will be no shard. And instead it will take like next shard. So the minimum distance is 55 blocks. So let's say I'm gonna put this here and destroy it. That triggers the whole mechanism which sets all things down. That's weird, he chose this one instead of this. Maybe it's too close, but whatever. So let's see what next. So what do we have now? So this little guys who can carry stuff and help with works, but many things they also cannot do. So let's say I'm gonna put some starting things to build and see. Oh, I got the debug mod, that's why they build too fast. So basically what they do, they try to catch the logs and bring them here too, like workers. Yeah, here they come. I'm gonna remove the instant block placement. This is some blueprint. So yeah, they can carry stuff. So also they have a ranged attack. So whatever they for the first time pick the block, they unlock their ranged attack, which is quite strong. Let's see, I'm gonna show how it works. Enemy units. So this is how the bomber works. He automatically aggroes and shoots. This guy shoots Warlock blasters. They're pretty strong, but they also have low health for now. But they also gain health for each crystal you capture. So let's try to build this with the cheats. Let's say we capture some of these, some of that, something like that. So whatever we capture shards, those little dudes will become stronger and faster. They get health and movement speed. Now you can see they become like this, pretty little things. And this guy too, but only after you capture 3 of them. He also gains health. So let's see how this guy works. He's pretty strong. But they have no aggro. He just stands there. So to make him aggro everybody else, you should use the move attack. This makes him hit everything in his way. It's like little aggro. Or you can also hold down shift and then right click on the ground. So instead of just standing there, he'll go and smash everybody. So this guy, a little bit hard to use because he can explode your own units, your allies. So you might wanna put them on hold position to stop them from aggroing on everybody else, on everybody he sees. Let's see, what else do we have?
There is also a feature. Whenever you craft heavy units, they cost less. Like return small amount of resources back whenever you craft them. So I'm gonna craft some knights and see how it works. It also works on arbalists, mages, and alchemists. They'll return back a small amount of resources. It's a little bit imbalanced, but for PvP it's good. This mod also have PvP mode without all those enemy stuff. So whatever we equip, this guy now got 20 iron. But how do I get rid of this iron, you may ask, but you just do the same thing, move and attack. And then you can collect the iron and put it wherever you want.
This guy have level 3. He have more shields, more HP, and for some reason he also moves faster in this holding position mode. There's also another little modification I made to the game, but those little buttons separate things. Oops. let's try to make some archers, and also I'm gonna show how the Minitron works. Let's see. So these Minitrons, whatever you order them something, they stop working, they stop getting stuff around. But if you're a host, you can put them back to work by clicking right click on here. So they would start to carry stuff like this. And also at the same time many items. For example, let's see. It's a little bit bugged, like they get at the same time 11 ingots instead of 3, but it's whatever. So what else do we have? We also have the enemy units. Let's see the corruptions. So all enemy units are stronger, pretty much. Like whatever they spawn, they have level 2, those shiny bodies. Except for this guy. He's level... oh. Never mind, this one is just a debug thing. They spawn as 2, they spawn as 1, usually. But sometimes they do spawn as 1 big guy instead. Not sure what is on. So, also sometimes they spawn as something like that. This guy have level 2 and a little bit of regen aura. You cannot see this, but it's there. So I'm gonna use the cheats and use the explosion to show also another feature. So whatever you kill somebody big, let's see, these guys I'm gonna talk about later, but those are big too. So whatever you kill these little guys, you get nothing. But wherever you kill like the Biftron, the Magitron, and the little corrupted Bricktrons, you'll get the reward as a iron and brimstone bags. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and do something like that. You can see this guy receives 20 iron for killing that guy. And that's the reward. The bigger enemy have bigger level, you get more rewards, like many bags at the same time. For example, this probably have like level 2, you get 2 brimstone bags for killing him. And by killing those guys, you get registers to depending on what type they have, like ranged or closed, melee or ranged type of. I'm just gonna call them elites. I don't know how else pronounce it. Call them. They're like elite corrupted Bricktrons. Just elites. So Magitrons spawn these guys with little regen auras, and also the elites. They're pretty strong, but they have limited amount of bombs, only 3, and they also can teleport, but only ranged. I'm gonna lose the crystal. Oh, never mind. Also, whatever some player loses the crystal, they will not lose. And they also can, if they somehow manage to get this crystal, they might recover their base and spawn a little dudes again. the Bricktrons. But it's super hard because they have really big defenses. We'll see later how that looks. So, what I didn't mention before is that those little dudes respawn on death on your base, like the Bricktrons, and the big guy too, the Biftron, can respawn too. Like this, but yours instead. On this modified map, with a bomber, bomber cannot respawn, sadly, but he has additional health too. Probably dead already. Don't know where he is exactly. Doesn't matter. So what else I'm gonna show here? So right now we're on easy difficulty, and we're gonna go to enemy base and the crystals and see how that looks. Or we could just spawn some dudes here. I can see they have iron for the kits. Doesn't seem like they spawn a lot. Oh, this dude's probably spawning at the start of the crystals. And same with this, they like came from here. They have like a really big aggro range and something. These are teleporting guys, with arbalists even. And also with healing stuffs. Those guys have double health, regen auras and stuff. And let's see what's on enemy base here. So no matter the difficulty, there will be a preset amount of enemies spawned on each crystal. And also underground there will be healing wards and the sentinels. For some reason I cannot see how they spawn whenever you approach them. They should be spawning something. Wonder why. Like whenever I approach this crystal, it should spawn some reinforcements. Oh, here it is. So on easy difficulty, it's the lowest difficulty. It just spawns a little bit, but they're still a little bit strong, a little bit stronger than default conquest, because they have more attack speed, more HP and stuff. So we only managed to see this base, but there's also the second one somewhere where I chosen it to be. Let's see. And here is the second base, and we can see them spawning. They can spawn in a lot of things. The Magitrons. I remember you can block this a lot of ranged projectiles with shields. It's very important. What else? So we can see here is the little mini boss. He has like 4 times HP, but every time he spawns the reinforcements he loses like 25% of the HP. But that's the only guy who have level 4. The other regular Magitrons just have like level 2 and 3, and after they spawn they have level 1 and 2. It's always a little bit tough guy to defend his base. So, what else? So these guys can teleport. So whatever they in the melee range of your units, they will come teleport back to their units and try to shoot you with their arbalets or warlock blasters. Let's see, I'm gonna show you how they teleport if you
Haven't noticed yet. So these guys are probably melee ones, they do not teleport. But this, however, this should be. Like whatever I came close to him, he's gonna... oh, it disappeared. Somewhere, not so sure where. Also, another feature, if you're a host and you have this mode, you have this super dark night that is circling with the day, with the regular day, and we can already see many time passed, and we can see super dark night, but not yet. I'm gonna cheat this out to see pitch black, just like this. Super dark and super pretty. A little bit challenging, but if you use those little lanterns, probably you'll be fine. And also, like, healing wards, healing staffs are shining pretty much good. Whatever you place it in the range of a crystal, it shines more brighter. And what else? This guy. He shines bright. You can see this brimstone spawn, that's the returned resource back for crafting the kit. Whatever. What else? I guess I'm gonna show you how the teleporting guys work, just in case. Corruptions, work out. I can't see actually. Yep, here it is. So some of them with the shields, the ranged elites, the corrupted victims. Some of them with the shields, and they will stay to fight you for a little bit longer before teleporting. And they teleport to closest Magitron or another elite. They also spawn like 50-50%, like half of them are melee ranged, like without their bombs, but they don't have like ranged weapons like Arbalist. Hey, they don't teleport. But whenever I spawn the next one, he will be like... should be like Arbalist probably. So for now he doesn't have an Arbalist, but after he teleports he got one. It's the melee one, the regular melee, and this one should be a Warlock Blast guy. Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong one. Actually, I don't understand what's happening right now. What is the... yeah, it is the Warlock guy, Warlock Blaster guy. This Warlock's shots are pretty strong. Like they're the strongest ranged weapon, except for bombs. Also, I'm gonna show you one of the PvP features here. Whenever you destroy enemy ward, it becomes yours. Well, this guy doesn't have a lot of melee damage, but doesn't matter. Here it is. It becomes the enemy corrupted ward, but mostly used for the players. And also another feature I forgot to mention before, but let's see. So, on 2 enemy big bases, there are specific artificers, and whenever you kill them,
your Biftron will be rewarded with a healing staff, pretty functional and handy. Let's see if it works. With the cheating explosion. Has a lot of health. And there we go. It's a little bit tricky how to control him, because it doesn't have aggro. So you would have to like shift plus right click on the ground and then healing. So he goes, heals, and he smashes at the same time. But when he dies, he will be losing. The stuff will be lost forever until you like defeat the second artificer. But there are only two. There are only two limited artificers like that you can get. So potentially there could be like two players holding two healing stuff like that. And let's go to the other feature. How do Magitrons work? They have specific abilities. Corruptrons, Magitron.
And what just happened? So our first thing is he spawned this guy with very little regen. Second is he loses some of his levels, if you have one, to spawn this guy, which is a random type. And also he spawns this on the ground. This is a healing ward, and also a sentinel. But unfortunately, he almost exploded those things. Almost, like 1 HP. So these are bugged things that can shoot through the ground and also heal other dudes. You can explode them with the barrels or bombs, or you can just dig them up from under the ground. Maybe I could also show how can you dig here, just in case.
Wonder if I can. How do I do this? Doesn't work. Probably he will be able to jump down, but... Let's see. I got some workers. 1 second. And let's see, we would like to dig those up. How do we do this?
Usually you hold right mouse button on the ground and do like this. You can also do this with holding down control, but they will not do that if their backs are full. Usually you do it with the little pie menu. It's also a handy feature in PvP. Next, you can rather destroy it, or you can drop all of your things and pick it up. Cannot do that. He cannot. He automatically drops the things because he's been attacked, but otherwise he would pick the thing, and you will also be able to even make it your own. And I gotta show that too.
Let's say a brick charm. Maybe I could explode him. Let's see. Hope the wards will be still alive. Oops. So, also by the way,
To look down at this angle, you would need to set a editor camera here I cannot do that by default, but when I click it back it will be able to see. I'm gonna show you how to claim enemy things to be your own. So basically you put down a blueprint and you assign, now it becomes yours.
They're not targeting for some reason. Yeah, you can see that's your ward, and they're trying to destroy it right now. Same, you can do this with other wards. Like the Sentinel, the Capture Ward, something like that. Here I'm gonna show you how do you capture these things, and you can make it your own base. We're gonna try some explosions to get rid of those guys. Hey, doesn't wanna go away for some reason. What else can I do? Let's see, those guys are fighting here. Oh, that didn't go well.
Also very important to have some healing source, so you guys will have a lot of HP. So let's see if we can capture this one. That's some weird mechanic, I don't quite understand how it works. Maybe it's just all dead minitrons or all dead enemy, like elites, the corrupted stuff. So after you capture it with a capturing ward or your own minitron or something, it becomes yours. But for some reason it becomes invincible. It's a really weird bug. I don't know how to fix that, but it's there. So you can recover your base.
Now we can hear how they spawn. Oh my god. My piece is gonna crash like that. It's all the dead souls coming back from the other side. Weird, but it works.
So the maximum units is 25, and the captured shards give more energy, much more than usual game. That's why you can have a lot of units, and also you get a lot of energy for killing those tough guys. Like in Invasion Wave 20, you probably get the more energy too in default cast, sorry. So here too. Not sure how much energy did you get for killing those elites, the corrupted Bricktrons, but you do get a lot for killing them. I'm gonna show you another thing here. So these guys, whenever you order them to go to impossible terrain, they will try to break through. But for some reason they're getting stuck in those bricks, so you don't want that to happen. Well, but this guy is kinda, since he was made by the debug, he's fine. He seems to be breaking fine, but whenever you get into a game with those minitrons with ranged attack who can perform working tasks, they will be stuck, they will be not able to break this brick forever. And they can't also go through Bricktrons and other units. The Bifftrons should be fine though. Yeah, they're fine, probably. But those guys are getting stuck. That's why I decided to make the Biftron choosing the gathering spot for the Brictrons and the Minitrons especially, so they will get away from the crystal, from the buildings, from the bricks and stuff, and will not get stuck. And the other feature I can show, how can you use this digging mechanic to your adventure, to your advance, how's it called? And also, how do you dig upstairs? So you can also use this feature. You can also use this feature in standard Castle Story.
Let's see. Let's see, I want to make the stairs like that, on top. What do I need to do for this? I need more space. Disable all those collections if we don't need them. And what next? Oops. There's a lot of people coming here. I don't want that. Here we're gonna dig.
The little spot for our Biftron, so you can dig up after that. We're gonna block his path, so we're gonna block his path with the body of the Brictron, so he will not just go down and leave, and then we're gonna order them to go here.
Let's see what's gonna happen next. It's lagging. So, it shouldn't be digging this way, but this is still fine. For some reason he tries to dig the other side, so it shouldn't be.
Okay, now delete in debug mode. This will remove all the pebbles from the ground and other unuseful stuff. So now we have, hopefully, pretty accurate stairs. And then we're gonna assign some guys to this quarry task. And at the first priority they should start creating the stairs.
It's lagging so much. You can see build already one stair and the other stair. And after some period, they will make the stairs all the way through. Not sure how they decide the priority. And here goes.
Now we have the perfectly fine quarry, perfectly fine stairs, without using any bricks and stuff, and it's inside a mountain. That's pretty nice. It can be also done like on the side of the mountain, like on the wall, something like here. You probably get the idea. It's been like 1 hour of this timer, and I'm gonna look and see how much enemy will become stronger. It seems like they did not, at least on these small things. That's weird. They should be like spawning more instead of just a little amount. Maybe that's just maybe there's like too many units on the map. There's like a cap. 50 Crotchons on the map can be the maximum. I'm gonna try to spawn it somewhere else and see, maybe more will come. Maybe here. I guess that's just the easy difficulty. How that works. Well, when you would play on higher difficulty, there will be like many more. Now we're gonna see the biggest crystal, how he reacts. Does it even spawn anything? There we can see the Biftron spawned. I'm not so sure if that's the... it's not that many. They spawn that little amount because of the difficulty level or because of my dudes being here for so long and messing around with them. Not sure. Well, the easy difficulty seems to be so much, but still a lot of effort to win the game, to capture all these things, because of the presets that are not changed by difficulty. From the top of my head, cannot quite remind all the things in this mode. There's a lot of them. One of them is this. So here is the thing that here's the dimension that cannot break the bricks, can stack them forever. The only way is to destroy it or kill him. And the corruptions that you're controlling are not able to capture things by themselves. You need the capture that was made for balance. So the player would not just leave them there and they would do nothing. Instead, they should be working on and fighting and stuff. So yeah, so these are becoming purple, like this. Well, I guess that's it. That's it with this video. Thanks for watching, if whoever even survived this long. I'm probably gonna post some links in the description about this mode, how to download it and set it up with Discord and stuff. And yeah, see you later.